Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to my wrestling channel, Wrestling with TMossBoss. And in today's video, I don't think the person that made this tweet, they were saying that Kyle Fletcher has 8 5-star matches. I think they were, and Kurt Angle has 0. I think they were repeating what somebody else had said. And I think it was that one guy, Meltzer. I think that's who it was that had made the comment. And here's the thing, it's no disrespect to Kyle Fletcher, but at the same time, how many people know Kyle Fletcher and how many people know Kurt Angle? I feel like that right there ends that whole debate. All right. You can get Kurt Angle's worst match. More people have seen that compared to Kyle Fletcher's best match. And I don't mean nothing disrespectful about it, but that's like me saying every YouTube video that I've uploaded has been 5-star, the best videos of all time compared to Mr. Beast. How many of you guys have watched my videos, and how many of you guys have watched the Mr. Beast video? If you find yourself watching my videos more than Mr. Beast, then I appreciate that. But the thing is this, if you ask Mr. Beast's audience, the people that sit down and watch his videos on a regular, do you think they know who TMossBoss is? That is one thing that I would love to know. Like, do you guys know of the content creator TMossBoss? Not even that. They don't even need to say content creator. They'll just ask, do you know TMossBoss? They was like, what is that? I've heard of CMoss, but I heard of Randy Moss, but TMossBoss, who is that? It's gonna be like that one video where the guy, the interviewer had approached him and was all like, do you know Rosa Parks? And he was all like, who did she play for? The Raiders. And it's like, fam, Rosa Parks, bro. Like, it's just, you got some characters out there, man. But yeah, the thing is this, and even Kyle Fletcher, he probably knows that himself. It's like, fam, Kurt Angle is a legend. Like, I don't think a lot of people understand that. So, like, you saying that Kyle Fletcher has better matches than Kurt Angle, I'm like, it's one of those things where when you sit down and you ask the general audience, like, what would you rather see? Kurt Angle in his prime wrestling like some of the big name wrestlers, or Kyle Fletcher wrestling big name. And I guess if you're a Kyle Fletcher fan, then okay, then yeah, you're obviously gonna say. And I think that's what it really leads up to. What does the fans overall have to say? But hold on, let's just check social media real quick. Kurt Angle. And okay, let's open up his Instagram and his Twitter account, and then Kyle Fletcher. I guess I already had looked his name up. But yeah, he still has like some years ahead of him. So maybe as the time goes on, yeah, then he might be able to pass him up in like rankings and all that stuff. But then hold on for a second. Let me just let me open up his Wikipedia. And then same with Kurt Angle. Let me open up his Wikipedia thing too. Yeah, cause there's like he done did a lot. So yeah, bruh. You can't. This man got championships and accomplishments for days. Let's see Kyle Fletcher. His man, it might be a lot. Yeah, see, it's all of his championship and accomplishments. It's like I don't have to scroll. Like you could see all of them just on the screen. Like it's all right there. Kurt Angle, on the other hand, if I tried, so like where I had left it off at with like championships and accomplishments, you still got like some scrolling to do. Like there's like the pro wrestling illustrations going like throughout the from 2000. Look, like the earliest is 2000 all the way up to 2007. Yeah, yeah, bro, it's like WWE alone, that man got a lot of championships, but or like accomplishments and things. But yeah, it's like then you include all the other ones: Canadian Cup Championship, high school, International Federation of Associates Wrestling Styles, International Sports Hall of Fame, National Amateur Wrestling Hall of Fame. I'm saying like that's just some. So, but anyways, if we're talking followers, so Kurt Angle on Instagram, he has 1.9 million followers. Kyle Fletcher has 57,000. So that there goes that. Let's see what Twitter got going on. Twitter, 1.3 million followers, and for Kurt Angle, and then for Kyle Fletcher, 41.5 thousand. So that right there tells me that more people know of Kurt Angle. More people are watching Kurt Angle. You'll go back and watch a Kurt Angle match. And there's probably some Kyle Fletcher matches too that people go back and watch. But I guarantee and I promise you, if it came down between having Prime Kurt Angle signed to your business or Kyle Fletcher, sit down and think about that one. So to say that Kyle Fletcher has 8 5-star matches and Kurt Angle has 0, yeah, that's one of those things. Whoever did come up with that opinion, yeah, that's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, fam, you don't be watching. My thing is this, and if it was that Meltzer guy, he most likely has been watching wrestling longer than I have. I got into it in 2007, but that's the thing though. I can recognize when a wrestler is great. I can recognize. I'm not saying that Kyle Fletcher, he's not a great wrestler. I'm not saying that he's even that he's a bad wrestler. He's a wrestler. But he is a wrestler in his own path. He is a wrestler in his own league. When you're comparing him to a legend like Kurt Angle, that's like comparing I'm trying to think of somebody in like the NBA or something. I don't know, like who, I wonder who had like a Master P. Didn't Master P try to play basketball for a little bit? Hold on for a second. Did Master P make it into the NBA? Yes, Master did play professional, including stints in the NBA. He participated in preseason games for the Charlotte Hornets and the Toronto Raptors. That's like comparing Master P to Michael Jordan or to LeBron James, even Bronny James. I'm saying it's one of those things where, well, wait a minute, hold on for a second. He might have had a good run in the NBA instead of professional basketball. They don't really say anything about whether or not like he did anything for like he had like some there was like training camp roster for 10 days in January 1999. Then there's like that was for the Charlotte Hornets. Then the Toronto Raptors, he scored 8 points in one preseason game but was dropped before the season began. Dang. He scored 7 points with the Charlotte Hornets and stuff. And yeah, it's like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like it's not a fair comparison. You know, it's like it's one of those things people gotta sit down, you gotta think about it. It's like, is that a fair comparison to compare Kyle Fletcher to Kurt Angle? No, it is not. So whoever it was that did come up with that opinion, compare Kyle Fletcher to a wrestler that's in his league. So that's why I'm like, I'm trying to think of some, well, I don't know, I can't really think of anybody, but it's like, yeah, Kurt Angle, he's in the league of his own. So that's not a fair comparison. That it's not. So people can argue, people can say what they want to say. You're not changing my mind on this. Kurt Angle most likely has way more than 8 5-star matches. Okay, so yeah, that's why I'm like, when you see a bunch of different memes of Kurt Angle and all that stuff in his matches and stuff and things, but with Kyle Fletcher, you don't see no memes. You don't hear people talking about his matches and all that stuff. It's like, yeah, come on now. So anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and peace.